Well, hello guys, this is Coach Hemi here with Correcting Health, and today we are looking at the brain, the human brain anatomy, which is made up of several lobes with the spinal cord attaching, the brainstem attaching underneath that section, or the part of the brain. So, before I get to those anatomical parts, just want to give you guys brief information about the brain so that we understand it more. So we understand that the brain is what's considered the central nervous system. So it's the brain and the spinal cord. But today we're just speaking about the brain. And the brain is like the CEO of the body. It's like the CPU of the body. It helps us to do everything. And certain lobes and the parts of the brain, when we get into those certain parts, we will understand which lobe or which area is responsible for what. And we'll even look inside the brain a little deeper. So, the brain, some information about it. The brain is protected from the rest of the body by what is known as the blood-brain barrier. And this tight junction between, it helps to protect the brain from things gaining access to it. This includes, pathogens, viruses, other sorts of things, but mainly things that are not supposed to be inside the brain. Now, there are some things that do have that unlimited access, or that do go through that blood-brain barrier, and these are lipid-soluble molecules. These are lipid-soluble molecules, small molecules, certain gases. These are allowed. And other things that do kind of go through the brain are things like alcohol and CBD. So yes, the brain is the central processing unit of the nervous system. It's responsible for perception of environment, storing memories, processing emotions, and making decisions about even body movements, planning these body movements. 15 to 33 billion neurons are in the brain, are in each brain. And these neurons help to send electrical signals. And these neurons have supporting cells that are not electrical to help get that message across throughout the whole entire nervous system. Now let's get into the different parts of the brain. Starting with the frontal lobe, this is the action function in which both mental and physical are acted upon. And these are the functions of the frontal lobe. We have planning, problem solving, motivation, judgment, decision making, impulse control, social behavior, personality, memory, learning, reward, and attention. Now moving on to the parietal lobe, which the function is the somatosensory. And this is about the awareness of sensation, touching, pain, temperature, pressure, vibration. Smell is excluded. It's not within this senses here. Processing somatic sensation, analyzing, recognizing memory of somatic sensation. Then we have the proprioception, which is a coordination of visual, auditory, and somatosensory stimuli, and spatial and body awareness. And now we have the temporal lobe, which the function of it is the auditory function, which is the awareness of auditory stimuli, hearing sounds, pitch and frequencies, processing auditory stimuli, analyzing, recognizing memory of auditory stimuli. And now we have the occipital lobe, which its function is for visual, the awareness of visual stimuli, seeing objects and stimuli, processing visual stimuli, analyzing, recognizing memory of visual stimuli, shapes, colors, and sizes. So when your eyes obtain an image, the image is sent and directed all the way back to the occipital lobe region, the back part of your brain, to then be processed and understood. Now here we are in the limbic system, which is located in the median section of the brain, the deeper structures of the brain. Now let's go over some of these. We have the thalamus, which is the relay center for sensory information, and this takes in incoming sensations except smell and relays these signals to all parts of the brain. After that, we have the hypothalamus, which has a big job in the homeostasis, the balance of the body, and this regulates pituitary hormones, body temperature, appetite, and many subconscious things within the autonomic nervous system. Now we have the hippocampus, managing memories and transfers short-term memories into long-term ones. And this is part of the emotional, part of the limbic system, the emotions tied with memories. And let's just do one more section here. The cerebellum, also known as the little brain, which is located in the back inferior part of the cranium. The ability to have smooth movements and balance and posture, subconscious motor activities done all the time, are held by the cerebellum. Saving the oldest part of the brain for last, we have the brain stem. In this brain stem, we have many pieces, important pieces that make up this brain stem. So let's go ahead and read about the functions of this. Now, seeing all these structures, let's just go ahead and read about a section that we have not read yet about. We have the medulla oblongata. Now, this part right here relays sensory information to the thalamus. We have the autonomic centers for regulation of visceral functions such as cardiovascular, meaning your heart rate, respiratory, and digestive activities. You see, guys, the brain is such a magnificent thing to study, and I hope that this quick overview helps you to understand that which is between your shoulders and inside your skull. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And if you think it, you know it.